and welcome to today's video blog. My name is Tom Fulmer. I'm the Vice President here of Business Development at National Drug Screening, and I have our Chief CEO, Executive Joe Reilly with us as well, the President of National Drug Screening. Thanks for joining us, Joe.
Welcome, Tom. Welcome to our audience, and appreciate you joining us on this video blog.
Yeah, in today's topic, we're going to be talking about types of drug testing, meaning pre-employment drug testing, and really kind of a misconception that pre-employment drug testing is really all that you need, and that's really not the case if you really want to protect your business.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. A clean pre-employment test doesn't guarantee ongoing safety. If you think about it, you can actually study for a pre-employment drug test. You just stop doing drugs for a little bit, and you take your pre-employment drug test, and you're clean, okay? That could be a problem down the road. Okay. In fact, data shows that many of the most serious drug risks show up after an employee is already on the job. So let's break down what employers need to know.
Yeah, one of the biggest insights is positivity rates for dangerous substances is what is known. We've actually seen a lot of changes in that over the past several years. We saw opioids spike for a while. They've actually gone back down a little bit, but while those opioids, the hydros and oxys, have gone down, the use of fentanyl, especially in drug overdose death, has gone up. So we've actually seen some dramatic changes in that, as well as we've seen the comeback of methamphetamines and a couple of other drugs too. So those things have actually pose an increasing risk to employers if you're not testing for things, you don't have a good drug-free workplace or workspace program in place.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Tom, it's not just opioids, okay? Mm-hmm. We're seeing increases in workplace drug positivity overall. Big spike in heroin, big spike in methamphetamine, obviously marijuana, very prevalent throughout the U.S. So even if you hired somebody today, and they were clean today or tomorrow or the next day when you got the drug test result back, without a random testing program and particularly important post-accident testing and reasonable suspicion testing, you're operating with blind spots, okay? Mm-hmm. We see the highest rates of positivity on post-accident and random testing.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's kind of talk about some of the risks that employers face, if they're relying directly on pre-employment tests only, because there's other situations in life. This is not just about substance abusers. There's things that happen along the way. Somebody has an injury, somebody has a medical condition or something else that leads them to get, addicted to something that wasn't even necessarily their choice, but yet it becomes a problem. And these things come up, plus the additional use of marijuana and more states passing the legalization of that. And whether they use it off work is not so important, but are they using it while they're at work? Are there impairment indications going on right there? So if we don't actually take into account all those other things that come into play and put that into that workplace program, there's a lot of blind spots and a lot of legal liability we could open up ourselves to, as well as dangers to the employees, the coworkers, and the public in general.
Absolutely. And when an incident happens, having no comprehensive testing program in place can put you in a very weak legal and insurance position. It can greatly enhance your liability, which is not something we want. Mm-hmm. A well-structured program protects your company, your workforce, and the general public.
Yeah, absolutely. A strong testing program has multiple layers too, and one of those situations is random testing. Obviously, reasonable suspicion, post-accident, those are specific event types, but the random program is really that deterrent factor that's going to help employers have that drug-free workspace and be something that's an ongoing, safer environment.
Absolutely, Tom. Having a expanded program with multiple specimen types can be excellent for long-term patterns of drug use and short-term drug use. So you might include oral fluid for reasonable suspicion and post-accident because it has a very recent detection period. We can detect from minutes to 1 to 2 days. So someone using drugs that morning, you can detect it with oral fluid. You really can't with urine, but urine can take us back, 4 to 5, 6 days, maybe even longer for marijuana. And for long-term patterns of drug use, a hair test specimen could be effective with up to 90-day detection period. A mixed specimen approach gives employers far more clarity and control in their program.
Yeah, and this is one of the things we work with a lot of our clients to help them figure this out, figure out what the right combination is to make sure that they're actually testing for what they need, such as hair testing is going to give you one type of result, oral fluid is going to give you something different, urine something different, but also making sure that you're getting fast turnaround times and getting those results back so you can actually take action based on that and having a program in place that's tailored to fit your specific needs. And actually give you what you're expecting within that program and help it make it easy for you to run that program.
Yeah, the comprehensive approach with a well-balanced program is critically important. At National Drug Screening, we provide full medical review officer or MRO services to review and verify drug screen results. Policy development to make sure your policy is up to speed, it's current, it wasn't written 20 years ago.
Right.
It takes into an account of recent new state laws, particularly on the marijuana issues. We offer training, we offer guidance, consultation, making sure you're selecting the right drug test panels. Often it's non-DOT, you have more options, well beyond the standard DOT 5 panel. And you have more specimen type options with non-DOT, which could be the oral fluid, the urine, and the hair. We make it easy for employers to protect themselves and stay compliant.
Yeah, and if you're not really running a full spectrum program or something that's comprehensive, it's important to have a strategy, especially going into 2026. We're seeing a lot of growth in the economy, lots of manufacturing jobs coming back, which is going to lead to other types of jobs. We already know that the workforce is, we have a fairly low unemployment rate, so you have a little less choices of who's out there sometimes. You really want to make sure you're protecting your company to the best ability that you can. And having that comprehensive program before an issue happens is absolutely critical because one incident could really potentially put you out of business. So having that whole program really is helpful.
Yeah, one drug abusing employee can have catastrophic consequences. Reach out to National Drug Screening for a 2026 readiness review. Make sure you have a comprehensive program. Let us help you identify gaps, modernize your program, and build a safer workplace.
Absolutely. Well said, Joe. And thanks for joining us today, Joe. Thank you all for listening here. We're here to help you at National Drug Screening. We have an excellent team out here. Joe provides expert witness testimony, so when he's telling you he's speaking from areas of experience in reducing your liability and helping build a comprehensive program, he's been there, done that for many companies. Make sure you check out our resources at www.nationaldrugscreening.com. You can comment on our videos here, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.
Yeah, and thanks everybody for being here, and keep watching our video blogs on our YouTube channel. And as Tom mentioned, if you need to get a hold of us, myself, Tom, go to our website, www.nationaldrugscreening.com.